Hey, you. Are you tired of being single? Me too. Here's your chance to finally find the love of your life. You need to come on my show and be a contestant. You can either be the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. We'll set up 3 contestants to go ahead and try to win your love and affection. We're going to have all types of different challenges and games on the show. Make sure you guys tune in for more details. This is going to be fun. Hopefully we can go ahead and get the show piloted and then potentially make some money on this. But to entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's, are you following my finger? at2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Make sure you send me an email if you would like to either be a contestant or be the actual bachelor or bachelorette on the show. All right, y'all. Deuces. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your host, AT2. How everybody doing out there? What's up, Wendy, Susan, Tenneke? I seen Yvette in the building. I don't know if Yvette is still here. Hopefully she is. Now, before I start, I just want to say I have no dog in the fight. So I'm not talking about anybody parenting skills. I'm just reporting what's going on. So you guys know Caesar from Black Ink Crew, right? If you don't know, here's a picture of him. Caesar from Black Ink Crew. Black Ink Crew has been around for, I believe, 9 seasons now. It's been around for a minute. You know, they have the spinoff in Chicago and stuff like that. But, you know, this is Black Ink New York. He's the one that started out the whole reality show. Well, recently, his baby mama, Crystal, has recently spoke out against him. Now, if you guys remember, there was a situation back in January with Caesar and Crystal. Their daughter got online and she started basically exposing her father for allegations of abuse, allegedly. And, you know, she was saying that she was, her father basically beat her up. That's what she put out there. What's up, Sarah? And after that, you know, there hadn't been any more communication. You know, Caesar put out a statement saying basically, you know, he would like to handle this issue privately. Well, Crystal, the mother of his child, recently came out and was all like, hey, you say you want to keep this private, but yet, here's the issue. You want to keep this private, but yet you use this as a storyline on the show. And basically the storyline, it was him clearing his image, basically saying, like, you know, he loves his daughter and stuff like that, which we're not going to deny, you know, whether or not he loves his daughter, but, you know, denied the allegations, basically said, as we know, it started over her not washing the dishes, and then things escalated and stuff like that. But Crystal gives us more of the backstory to what really happened. Now, this whole event took place in October. Crystal claims from the month of October to January, where her daughter did that live exposing her father, there was no communication. And there hadn't been any communication after that. But her daughter was served a C&D. Yes, a cease and desist by her own father. What kind of, I guess it's some rich people stuff. I don't know. Would y'all give a C&D to your child? Let me know. But I'm going to play a few clips and we'll be right back.
Was called. They knocked on my door. They're investigating David Emanuel on the allegations that was taking place in Atlanta. You know what he did? He went and sent a cease and desist to child. Sending a police report. Sending a cease and desist to ACS. He also went and told ACS when the investigator went to contact him. Oh, speak to my lawyers. You do that? That's what we do when we're rich and or quote unquote rich or famous, or, you know, a F-lister or, you know, E-lister famous. That's what we do. We think we're untouchable. You know what they did? He was found guilty in the state of New York for neglect on his child. It's public record. So because of that, what happened was he went and tried to do a retaliation and call ACS on me. Said that I was using drugs with my daughter. That doesn't make sense. People that really know me. I don't do drugs, okay? I hardly drink if I do. So I took a drug test. I didn't have to. I volunteered to take a drug test, came back negative. My daughter took a drug test, which she should have had not even been degraded to do. Everything came back negative. So they realized that it was retaliation on their part, called to say some crazy shit. The point that I'm trying to make is that don't go and you try to use for something that you said that was supposed to be private and you're trying to fix it to be a great dad. Now you're trying to save face and you're using your daughter. How could you lie on your own child? That doesn't make no sense to me. Like, what kind of man are you to lie on your daughter just to make yourself look good? I don't have to do with none of this. I wasn't there. If the tables was turned and I was to beat my child like that, he would make sure he get all types of lawyers to make sure that I was put in jail or something. So it's just crazy to me that because I'm defending my daughter, now I'm all this or whatever Ted said on his thing. That is like, whatever, I'll take that. But I have to defend my daughter and what's went on. I haven't gone live. This has been going, I thought this was behind us. I'm dealing with shit behind the scenes. You know, we're in court now. We have a court date coming up this week. That's public record too, for order of protection. That comes hand in hand. So that's not me. They're going to put an order. We have an order of protection. My daughter has an order of protection against her father because he was found guilty of the nigga that he can't adopt. He can't do none of that. You know, and in the meantime in between all this happening, I have receipts of the woman talking about me, voice notes, people sending me voice notes. She's having conversations with random people, fans that whatever they in her DMs, you know, talking about me, you know, text messages. Let me tell you, this woman, Sincere, and I haven't, and I'm the type of person, it's girls that he's dated, that we've been cool. There's matter of fact, there's two girls that follow me to the age. I have a corporate job. I'm not trying to be on TV or that rah-rah shit, that ghetto drama. It's cool. Y'all do your thing. That's great. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I was put on a TV show with my daughter to make him look good because he didn't have a storyline after Duchess. He needed something to prove that he was a good dad because, yes, we were going through problems of child support and stuff. I don't care how much money I have. You or how much money I don't have. You and me had a baby together. You're not going to go and you're not going to go and support and take care of her nothing. And not for me to let it be known, my daughter's 17. So when I was together with him, we broke up when my daughter was like 4. He has not been, I've been pushing for my daughter and him to be a relationship. He's been a part-time dad for most of her life. The most time that she's ever spent with him and had a relationship that I pushed when I went to be on TV, to put him on TV with her to make him look like a good dad, it was me. I'm the one that did that. You know what I'm saying? He was a steady dad for 3 years only because a TV camera was in front of us. Right? It's very disheartening that we have to deal with a man who is like, he's like really self-centered, you know, and it's messed up that you wouldn't put a woman in check to diss your daughter. Like, she said all types of whack shit. Like, nobody's saying nothing about her being a prostitute or being a stripper or having an OnlyFans. I'm not saying none of that, but you went low, like my daughter's on your level. And I'm scared to death that my daughter will turn 18 and this girl will come after her. I'm even telling my daughter not to apply to colleges in Atlanta because this lady is really crazy. And it's sad that we have to deal with that. And I think that he's scared of her. You don't even want to know the half of the abusive things that my daughter had to witness while she was down there. Them fighting each other. Like, that shit is wild crazy. And I have to protect mine. So I'm wrong.
Whew, that's a lot to break down. All right, so let's go ahead and get it started with the backstory. What's up, Southside? What's up, Natasha? Then she should not have said no and not allowed her on the show. Yeah, I definitely think that she shouldn't have played it up for the cameras. But Southside, you got to think about something too. They do get a little check too for being on the show, even though they're not a main cast member. You do get a little check. So she was all like, "Oh, hold up, let me go ahead and exploit myself for a little check." You know, you can't blame her. You would exploit yourself for a check too. Y'all be lying saying y'all wouldn't exploit yourself for a check. Anyway, so a little bit of the backstory. So she did admit in an earlier clip that her and her daughter weren't really getting along. COVID had hit. Dang, I said the real word. COVID had hit. And then she had told her daughter, hey, why don't you go ahead and move with your father? He's moving to Atlanta because everything in New York had closed down. So she went to live with her father for the summer and all the way to October. October is when the incident happened where she didn't wash the dishes and they got into that altercation and everything like that. Ends up flying back. She got her daughter a ticket. Crystal got her daughter a ticket to fly back to New York. She made it back to New York for those 3 months, no word from her father. And then boom, January hit. She does that live talking about the incident that happened in October. Her daughter did the live or whatever. And so then that's when Caesar had sent her the C&D, the cease and desist, that he wanted to handle the matter privately. Now, I think why she's speaking out now is because she was unaware this was going to be used as a storyline. And she all like, well, you're telling us to stay quiet and handle this privately. Why aren't you handling it privately? What's up, baby doll? I hope you're doing well. Yes, outside. I agree with that. Let me put your comment up. Yes, exploit yourself, not your kid. Exactly. So as she said, ACS came out there. She didn't call ACS, and that's the New York Child Protective Services and stuff like that. So they came out there, was all like, did a whole investigation. He basically wanted to handle the situation with his lawyers, but they ended up finding him that he neglected his daughter. And then that's when she said they have the order of protection because that's what you do. That's the next following steps, so forth and so forth. Sometimes us single mothers get a bad rap. Um, Even when we try to coach relationships between the father and the child, trust me, I know. Okay, I see. I'm gonna have to have some of you come on. She should have expected that to be used as a storyline. Dang. Tracy, so you think like even though it involved the child, she still should have expected to use it as a storyline? Because I don't have any children, so I can't speak from it. But anything that happens like with my child privately, especially something like that, with allegations like that, I figure like you would not want to really show that. And I feel like the reason why he did it was to try to clear his image, because it was already put out there. This happened in January. Honestly, to tell you the truth, like I said, we have such short attention spans. We done already forgot about it. So it was crazy that it was brought up in the storyline, but hey, also in that live that Crystal did, she said that Caesar was never really in his daughter's life and stuff like that. He was always a part-time dad. Basically she had to reach out to him and was the one who suggested that that her daughter goes live with her father for a minute. Also, he was only around really for the last 3 years because of the TV show, because she was on the show as part of his storyline and stuff like that. And she said also he used her for a storyline. Yeah, Tracy, you're right. You're right. He brought it up to clean up his image, basically. Black Ink Crew need to be called Bad Black Bear Crew. Yo, they got some crazy stuff with their parenting going on. I will say that. You're right about that, Natasha. Um, anyway, so that's the situation. And then that second clip, she brought up the whole girlfriend, because the girlfriend was as Caesar's girlfriend, and I don't have a picture of her because I felt like, why put a picture of her, you know? Um, there we go. Well, that's him. But she was antagonizing the daughter, basically going back and forth with her on social media, which is a bad thing. Why would you go back and forth with a child? First of all, any children on my social media are really blocked. Unless like, because I'm an uncle, that's special, special circumstance, but any kids are blocked. So why are you going back and forth with your child? So it seemed like a lot of the times things were being instigated by the girlfriend. And then also the girlfriend, Crystal had claimed that Caesar and his girlfriend was getting into fights and stuff like that in front of their daughter. So it was a lot really going on. Things that she said, things that her daughter shouldn't have really witnessed and stuff like that. And I have a question for you guys. Do you think I can't even call Caesar's girlfriend the stepmom, because they're just boyfriend and girlfriend, and I don't even think they've been together that long. I didn't look up that part, how long they've been together, but I definitely didn't see her on the previous seasons, just this season. So do you think that the girlfriend should have minded her own business and stayed out of it, or she has a right to be involved? So press 1 if you think Caesar's girlfriend should have stayed out of, the family drama, or press 2 if you think she has a right to be involved. But she shouldn't be instigating, though. Okay, pretty much everybody said one. Yeah, everybody said one. Crazy. Shout out to Mina. I see you in the comments as well too. And Susan, thank you for showing love to baby doll. I appreciate that. All right. Oh, and shout out to everybody that has donated to the show. Shout out to Bianca and Stephanie. I did want to mention that real quick because I forgot to shout them out. I had seen the PayPal. Wendy said, "Don't get me started." Yeah. So the girlfriend definitely should have stayed out of it. Her antagonizing. First of all, if you got a woman antagonizing your daughter, that lets you know like that probably ain't the right one for you. Let's just be honest. Because no woman would really do that, try to come in between you and your parents and stuff like that. And then, Crystal, the mom, had brought up a situation where she was basically like, one of the examples of her antagonizing the daughter is like she was like, oh, Caesar, and I'm paraphrasing, is such a good stepfather and stuff like that to her kids, because Suzette has her own kids. So saying little comments and stuff like that. And a child is a child. And she did say that her daughter was wrong for going live, exposing everything, but she was upset because at the end of the day, children are going to be children. We can take away their social media and stuff like that, but they're still going to they're going to find a way to do something. Kids are kids, especially nowadays. My kids ain't having no phone. If she wanted to get involved, she should have tried to broker the peace and not peace. Ooh, I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. Tracy, you speaking truth. What's up, unapologetically curious? I'm trying to put up this comment from Southside. Why is it not working? I have kids and my man has kids. I do not get involved unless it's to calm down any misunderstandings. As a mother, you have to be careful. I don't get involved unless he asks me to. Boom. Perfect, Southside. Only a trash person would interfere with a parent. Whew. I can't say you're wrong, Natasha. You're definitely right. Now, on the flip side, when I was a girlfriend, I included and encouraged the children to be with their father, but it was positive. Exactly. And that's the way it should be. Exactly. Um, the next thing that I wanted to go to before I asked if anybody wants to come on was the whole Caesar's sister. Now, I didn't get a picture of her, but basically, some of the allegations that let's just put this out there. She basically came in defense of Crystal, the baby mama, and was all like, hey, she telling the truth. And she also shared her relationship. It's basically an estranged relationship, but she made some crazy allegations that he tried to set her up. Let's just watch the clip and we can go ahead and get into it.
But some of y'all probably following me right now or whatever. Y'all see my post on the Shade Room, and I stand by everything I say about David Emmanuel. Actually, he's not David Emmanuel no more. He's Caesar, my mother's son. You know what I'm saying? I am glad and I am blessed to not be someone like that individual. You understand what I'm saying? And he likes to play, oh, good dad, good dad. And yes, it was for a storyline. Because before the storyline, he wasn't in his daughter's life. And guess where he's at now? Not in his daughter's life. So you guys tell me. Well, actually, you can't because you don't know. We do, though. So verbally, Crystal, I support you. You already know. I already told you that. You know what I mean? Cheyenne, I love you. And David, actually Caesar, I will pray for you. God bless you. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Actually, believe a quarter of what you see and none of what you hear. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it took years. Like, Crystal's sister been quiet, yo. She been through mad shit, yo. Y'all don't even know the half. You know what I mean? And I'm proud. I'm very proud of her because she got more balls than me. Anybody else that been having problems with this dude, with this guy. You know what I mean? He threatened to kill me, kill my partner. He threatened to shoot up my crib. His girlfriend threatened to shoot up my crib. You know what I mean? They had people come and vandalize my vehicles, and they knew, and they've been behind it. My own brother that came out the same womb. So now you guys see why I don't have him on my page, because I used to want a relationship with him, but not. Despite the fact of how he treats not only me, but I ain't gonna say nothing else. Despite that, I wish the best for you, Mr.
I'm just so glad that, and this is not to brag, I guess this is a humble brag, but I'm so glad that I don't have family that are going to expose me when I become rich and famous. Woo, that was a lot. Yeah, so she put it out there basically, there's a lot that has been going on. She doesn't put her brother on social media anymore. She basically put out there that, he tried to kill her. Like, you know, um, and the girlfriend is no good either. Like, man, that's a lot, and that's pretty heavy. And so, for your family to, whenever there's something going on in the media, and whenever the family speaks out against you, that does speak volume. Now, we have to say on this show allegedly because we can't afford no lawsuits, but it is one thing when your family speaks out against you, and it doesn't seem like she's looking for any kind of money or anything like that because she spoke out on her Instagram story, as you guys seen. It'd be different if, she was out here doing interviews and stuff like that. Maybe we can get an interview with her, but, but it would be different if she was out here doing interviews. It seemed like she was really speaking the truth and she was just speaking her truth, I can't say it is true, but I can say she was speaking her truth. Thank you, dear Yvette. Yes, AT Tubers out there. Thank you guys for supporting. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've seen Unapologetically and also Mina out there telling you guys to like, share, subscribe. And also drop $1 too. Surviving Caesar is coming to, right. I definitely see a Surviving Caesar coming next. Yo, what if I could get an interview with Duchess? Y'all remember Duchess? Right. Yes. Get that interview. You're right about that, baby doll. So yeah, man, like I just feel that, once you put your stuff out there, it's probably best if you do a reality show. And I know you're supposed to show your family dynamic and stuff like that. But if your family dynamic is not right, then it's probably best that you do not show your family or expose anything because when they get mad and they out for revenge. So definitely you probably shouldn't be showing your family. I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link if you guys want to talk about family dynamic, the other woman getting involved in the parent situation, should she have stepped out the situation, or if you want to talk about Black Ink Crew. I don't watch the show, but if you got anything to share, go ahead and come on the show. But I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue.
Some of y'all probably following me right now or whatever. Y'all see my post on the shade room, and I stand by everything I say about David Emmanuel. Actually, he's not David Emmanuel no more. He's Caesar, my mother's son. You know what I'm saying? I am glad and I am blessed to not be someone like that individual. You understand what I'm saying? And he likes to play, oh, good dad, good dad. And yes, it was for a storyline. Because before the storyline, he wasn't in his daughter's life. And guess where he's at now? Not in his daughter's life. So you guys tell me. Well, actually, you can't because you don't know. We do, though. So verbally, Crystal, I support you. You already know. I already told you that. You know what I mean? Cheyenne, I love you. And David, actually Caesar, I will pray for you. God bless you. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Actually, believe a quarter of what you see and none of what you hear. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it took years. Like, Crystal's sis been quiet, yo. She been through mad shit, yo. Y'all don't even know the half. You know what I mean? And I'm proud. I'm very proud of her because she got more balls than me. Anybody else that been having problems with this dude, with this guy. You know what I mean? He threatened to kill me, kill my partner. He threatened to shoot up my crib. His girlfriend threatened to shoot up my crib. You know what I mean? They had people come and vandalize my vehicles, and they knew, and they've been behind it. My own brother that came out the same womb. So now you guys see why I don't have him on my page, because I used to want a relationship with him, but nah. Despite the fact of how he treats not only me, but I ain't gonna say nothing else. Despite that, I wish the best for you, Mr.
All right, y'all. So I guess the best way to end this or conclude this on a positive note, Caesar, call your daughter, make it right. That's the only thing you can really do. Probably best if you didn't use this as a storyline, but I can see that, let's be honest, all the storylines on reality TV have already been used. So this was something that was in the media. So you basically have to use this storyline to get popular and um, to be on the show. Not that I would ever think they would kick Caesar off of the show if he didn't have a storyline, but I understand you're basically the owner of the shop and everything like that. So you kind of need to be a big major player, but maybe using your daughter as a storyline is not the best for you. But call your daughter. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for checking out the show. I love y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It does help with the algorithm or try to break the algorithm. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. My AT tubers are solid, and we're just going up. You know, that's at the end of the day, we're just going up. We're not going back down. We're going all the way up. All right, y'all. Deuces.